This is your base, and this is an unlimited amount of raiders that will continue to double until your base is destroyed. In Rust, numbers matter, and defenders will always have the advantage over raiders, but how much is one defender worth? 3 raiders? 4? 5? And what if we bring in a duo of counter raiders? Let's see what my trio with 25,000 hours in Rust can build, and how long they can hold out. Enjoy. Are you guys ready to go and build your base?
Yeah, come on.
Alright boys, good, let's go get started.
Bye.
I'm giving my team of defenders 60 minutes with unlimited wood and stone, 50,000 metal fragments, 500 high quality metal, and 12 auto turrets to build with. Once they're finished building their grand design, we'll be bringing in 3 raiders with an equal 25,000 hours, which we're going to double until the raiders successfully retrieve the golden egg, with 60 minutes for each raid. And I'm also going to be unleashing the counter raiders 10 minutes into each raid, except for the first one, because I think a 3v3 for the raiders is going to be enough of a struggle. Yeah, so you just wanted a big flat area, and obviously they're not going to raid from the 2 water halves. Okay, that's fair enough. Yeah. So do you guys know what you're going to be building today?
Yeah, we got a pretty good idea.
You've been staying up late planning a base design, or?
Sadly, yes. Sadly, yes.
Sadly, yes. Well, look, let's not dilly-dally. I know you're a team. You guys have played together a lot in the past. You got, what is it, nearly 30k hours combined, which is absolutely crazy. What do you think your chances are defending against like I don't know, like a 20 man, let's say?
Based on previous experience, we believe we can, but
you believe you can? Oof.
Mate, it's not believing, we just can.
Well guys, as you know, once you place your first piece of twig, the timer will begin. Don't forget to use B grade, etc.
3, 2, 1.
The time has begun.
Whose B grade is off?
now we're going.
Going straight in for what looks to be a 5x5? Goggy, why do you have this like raised square foundation?
It's just for a tower. Just for a tower.
Oh, so you'll have a tower coming off of here?
It's a tower that connects to the base.
So without this half foundation, would you not be able to get the like stability if on the top of the tower or something, or is it just the way you designed it?
That's 79 by that one.
It's more the fact that if you did half walls, it just does reduce stability, so it's just smarter to do it with it. It's a better than not kind of thing.
Yeah, no, I mean, it makes sense. I do wonder if it'll make your towers easier to destroy, though, because instead of having the half walls and the foundation protected and stuff.
No matter what you do, it's still one foundry for the tower, so there's no point in doing like half walls, or because they could just destroy the lowered foundation. What's the point?
Well, if you did half walls and a ceiling above it, they'd have to break through one of the half walls and then get the foundation after.
It's also so we can put a roof down here, so you can do that. You won't be able to do that with the half wall there.
Oh, okay. And you're making a metal. Very cool. Actually looks pretty cool. I don't think I've seen people do foundations like that. 79 on the freehand job. Look at him go. Oh, that's actually perfect.
Please. Yes, I'm the goat. Oh my.
Boys, you've only been building for 3.5 minutes. We had a 20k hour team the other day here. And their entire base, I mean, they'd barely built anything at like 4 minutes. Do you think higher hour players build faster, like build better?
Yeah, it's what you do with your hours. For example, 79 has about half or more than that in building. Goggy has, yeah, half again, and I have like a third. So it's all about building. Like, we're optimized for building and then defending the bases that we build.
Okay, so are you guys like maybe not as good as PvPers with your same hours, do you think, but better at building?
79 is...
PvP is a hard subject to like debate because anyone could be better in any minor skill. Like one person could be better in aiming, but I could be better recoil control than him. It's literally, you can't judge skill. That's the thing about it.
Yeah, who's the face check Chad here then?
79.
79, yeah, the face checker. So you guys are heavy modded players then?
No.
I'm the only one. I'm basically the only one.
Goggy plays in his free time, like literally whenever he feels like it. I haven't touched modded in 7-8 months.
I think the last time you played was with me.
In 79, do you, when you're playing modded, are you normally the builder?
Yes, normally, but I kind of quit the building aspect because I can't be asked with people saying my base is bad when it obviously isn't.
People hate on your base designs.
Yes, I don't know why.
I mean, everyone's a critic, right? What's going on out here with these frames, 79? What's the purpose of all that frame setup?
So, where usually we have this main TC is gonna overlap the other TCs, but so we stop them from getting a main TC, you place this so they can't place foundies here. Anywhere.
Oh, okay. Okay, so they have to destroy all the frames as well. Yeah. Which could cost extra rockets. I mean, I reckon that is all splashable. And the base is coming together really quickly, guys. We've been building for just under 6 minutes. Obviously, you got the 3x3 core coming up nicely. I can see where the shell's going to be. I can already imagine auto turrets getting placed in here. If you're enjoying the video, guys, consider dropping me a sub and a like down below. It lets me know what kind of videos you guys want to see more of, and join my Discord events community. Link to that is down below, and you could be in videos just like this one. There's only 3 of you. Do you think a big base is more difficult to defend with less people?
We optimized this base for a trio because we could have built, for example, twice as big as this. We have designs that will go even 4 times as big as this. We optimized the base. Obviously, it's slightly unrealistic that we build this on a real wipe, but we optimized the base to be able to be defended by 3 people. So we're focused on mobility, being able to rotate around the base and not be shot. Like, the whole base is designed to be defended by low amounts of players through funnel angles, and that's honestly the main reason we built a tri-null, because a tri-null is easily sealable, easily defendable, and it just helps you defend your base. Like, while you can just hold the inside of it, and there's only one way they can push through. Whereas if they had a seawall, they could hold like the entire side. Basically, so what we're doing is a section tri-null, founded by a different clan called R2. They basically section their tri-null to make it so that each side is like non-breached. So they have 3 sides of their tri-null that aren't breached at one time, and then they have retakes into the side that is breached.
Yeah, I mean, it is smart to do. I'm seeing a lot of people actually do a similar thing with their shells at the moment, where they have garage doors and stuff, and, you know, auto turrets behind the garage doors. So if you breach the shell, you can just have all the garage doors open, but, you know, you can seal off bits of the base by shutting doors, and then those auto turrets are going to get angles and stuff. So I think it's a smart idea to have sections. There's nothing worse than, like, they blow one wall and now they've got your entire compound. Like, the auto turrets, sure, but they can get rid of them relatively easily. You can get angles, especially if the auto turrets are like the opposite side of the compound. It's kind of easy to just find a little angle and start, like, you know, rocketing an auto turret that can't see you, basically, because you're just out of range. But sectioning it makes it, first of all, cost more. Second of all, like you said, it's easier to retake and recapture, and you've only got to defend like a third of your base at a time, rather than them running in, grubbing around, hiding in corners. You're getting shot as you're trying to leave the base from like the opposite side or whatever. It's a smart idea.
Tri-null Goge can do it on his own. That's his only job. I can do shell up to like inner peaks, then I want you to take over and help.
The base is coming together crazy fast. Like, we're just sort of chatting and yapping at the moment about like clans and whatever, but the towers up here are looking nice. So you get some boxes in here, you're going to get some semi-decent peaks. I love the ladder hatch. Triangle ladder hatch on these towers as well. It's not my favorite peak in the world. I imagine there's a spot there for a shotgun trap as well above the ceiling. It's something we discussed in last week's video actually as well. So if they do try and get in and take this over, that might kill them quite easily. In terms of like more in the compound section, I'm liking the idea of the double fence around your auto turret areas. That's going to be really, really strong. You're going to get some barricades and stuff around here. These like half walls quarter walls on the frames out here on the gatehouses, is that just to make it more difficult to ladder up and get in and stuff?
Those are Pachecos, so they block the angles so that a fob or someone far can't.
Oh.
So go inside the peak. You'll see that you'll see their feet, and then they can't see you because their head is blocked.
Yeah, and you can't get shot from the tower unless they make
exactly.
like a 10 tall tower like up here.
No, but the higher they go, the harder it is to see, because they're looking down on a peak and they won't see you. They'll see your body, and then you just hide. Like,
yeah, no, you're right. These are smart. That's really, really good for gatehouse
Every
peaks.
single peak we have has that. We have like far range. We'll have brutalist peaks, which you know how insane they are.
Oh, brutalist peaks.
And...
Man, people complain. Well, what are your opinion on brutalist peaks? Like, should they remove them? Should they change how the regular stone ceiling looks to make it the same as brutalist?
From a builder perspective, please keep them. I like them. But from a player perspective, I see why they are just...
They're very pay to win.
I've never done this. I'm actually just going to show people like how much of a difference it makes.
In my opinion, it's like, if you wanted to remove brutalist, you'd have to remove green out. If you're removing one pay to win thing, might as well remove them all, because green out is pay to win, desert's pay to win. Like, they clearly want some sort of revenue from skins that gives the player a slight benefit without making it feel like it's a pay to win game.
So this is brutalist stone, this is regular default stone. So everyone who loads up Rust can build this, and you can already immediately see, right? So there's no real peak angle there, but here is like a pixel gap. Now, when you're up close on this, it does seem tight, but oh my god, the angles on this. Like, I've seen people sit and get 20, 30 kills, and you just can't kill them. Like, if you're in here with an M2, an L9, even an AK, honestly, like, just the amount of damage you can do, and it's so hard to see you. You basically can't get a headshot, whereas this one over here, if I show you again, there's a tiny downwards peak, but there's no vision here whatsoever, and it's because the stone's higher. So, I mean, it's pay to win, but so are skins. I think there's a lot of talk at the moment, actually, about pay to win in Rust. Like, I've had people talk about it in the last 2 or 3 videos. I've recently did an interview with a guy who wants to make a video about pay to win skins in Rust and how it changes the scene, how just skins in general have affected Rust players. I recently started playing DayZ, a game that I never thought I'd play. I played the armor mod for DayZ, as I'm sure most of my older viewers probably did once upon a time. It was terrible. I ran around for 4 hours and I found an empty can of beans and I closed the game and I never played it again. Recently, they released a map called Sakal, which is a frozen, like, tundra wasteland, and it's incredibly difficult just to survive. You've got to make fires every 15-20 minutes. You've got to find clothing that gives you the best insulation. You've got to get food and water. Like, you can't just drink any old water. Like, you can't kill a wolf and eat it, because it might be poisonous. The meat might be contaminated. You got to be really careful about what you eat. You got to have good health on your character, otherwise you can get hypothermia and all this other stuff. It's a genuinely difficult game. Like, you could be in a fight with a guy for 10-15 minutes and you can just find him huddled by a campfire, like freezing to death because he's so low to death, because he wasn't, you know, very warm when you started shooting him. Your gear can get destroyed when you get attacked by a zombie. Like, it can just smack you and your chest piece can just get ripped apart, basically. It's a game so focused on just surviving against, like, the elements and the PvE aspect that PvP takes a complete back seat. People just avoid each other altogether, and it's such a different environment to Rust, and that's what I consider a survival game. I don't know if I would say Rust is a survival game, because people just have fun when they're getting low on food and water.
Rust has a much more diverse audience because it's not focused on PvP, like you said. You could literally live in a farm base for your entire wipe, get raided, then log off. And you still have fun because you're building a farm base and you built genetics and you learnt about electricity and you did all of these other things that makes it so... It's like a PvP version of Minecraft more, where you still have endless possibilities of how you do anything while still being limited in a physical capacity to the game, but still having fun because it resets. That's the main thing that's addicting about Rust, is it resets every single month.
I disagree that it's not a PvP focused game. I think it's completely PvP focused. You see that from the moment you spawn on the beach and some idiot with a rock starts attacking you because you also have a rock. Like, I don't see the benefits of that. And you see that the whole time. Like, people camp in safe zones, people door camping each other, people raiding their neighbors while they're offline, like literally saving up, waiting all day for their neighbors to sleep, checking the Steam list to see if they're offline. I think Rust is a completely PvP game, and that's all people really, like, most people really care about. You get the odd person that just plays for fun, just comes on to build a little berry farm. I've even raided people who have literally just opened their doors and just said, "Oh man, can you just, you know, can you leave me my tools or whatever, like, so I can rebuild," because they're just so sick of getting raided all the time. They do just want to relax. And unfortunately, they're on the wrong server to do that, right? They need to go on like a PvE server rather than jumping on like a vanilla server. But
that's the thing. You know, PvE servers also have like massive amounts of pop, like ridiculously high pop.
I'm not surprised. I'm really not, because people just want to relax in peace and like play the game their way, and almost like a single player game. Like, they want to learn stuff, and it's hard for new players coming in. Like, they have to play modded really to get a handle on the game. And I think the people that play vanilla are generally higher hours, but, you know, whether they're more skilled or not is up to debate. So guys, you've got 30 minutes and 50 seconds left. How do you think you're doing for time?
Probably on par, if not slightly under.
I mean, I say you're doing quite well. The China wall's starting to get constructed. You're sort of finishing the first third of it. The peaks and stuff on the China wall, again, like you said earlier, they're good for looking downwards. You can't really get shot in these spots very easily. The China wall itself is going to soak a nice amount of rockets. I quite like the design of it. I like where the auto turrets are going to get placed. The way up and down into the China wall is quite convenient. Obviously, the whole thing's honeycombed. So like I said, it's going to absorb rockets. You got these little gatehouse areas. You got little paths in and out of the base through doors. So you can get in and out of the base through like 16 entrances and exits, which is good. It's good to have lots of options for things like that. And there's peaks all over it as well. Once you've got all your barricades and stuff around this, I think it's going to be very, very, very strong. More in terms of the compound area, like the areas where you're connecting the gatehouses to the main base. You know, they're going to be honeycombed. You got some like peaks and stuff in here again, like compound retakes. It's going to be good for putting some gear sets and whatever in here, and also rather than having to work your whole way back into the base, you can just depot gear sets in these areas. Again, it's all going to be locked off. You've got the fencing and stuff, which is going to make your auto turrets safer. And I mean, these aren't completely safe areas. They're going to be relatively easy to raid into, but they're good for peaks, they're good to hold while the enemy's trying to push into your compound, and it's going to make it really difficult for them. Because, you know, you open an area up and you're getting shot from 4 or 5 different directions all at the same time. It's going to be really complicated. Again, all the peaks and stuff in the gatehouse are great, and in terms of your peaks into your compound from the base itself, I'm not seeing all that many, but perhaps once you get the roof a little bit more done, it'll be better.
Yeah, so the main point of China Wall, like the new meta, so to speak, is you do not want any peaks from China Wall or compound or anywhere that onto your base. They need to be fully open and exposed to your main base, because otherwise siege raiding, Susa raiding, any type of raiding like that, they'll just take it from you, use it against you as like a shell, and then literally you're done. Simple as that.
That's a good point. You don't want them to raid your base and use parts of it to raid the rest of your base. So yeah, making the China Wall weak from behind but strong on front is a really, really good shout. Like I said, the base itself, not a lot of peaks down, but there are some peaks and stuff. But again, we'll have to see how you finish the rest of the roof before we can comment on that too much. The towers, I already said, I do kind of like them. You're going to have entrances from the roof to get into them, which is cool. Again, lots of peaks and stuff up here. Yeah, I mean, you guys clearly know what you're doing. You're using the HQM more on the core. Have you started to use your metal as well?
We're doing a thing called building grade, not B grade, building grade. You do everything in Brutalist except for frames and floors and foundations. It's purely to look nice on Sanctuary and build servers and stuff.
Wait, so you're building it to look nice rather than be like defendable? The way I think about like you using the metal on foundations and ceilings, I find that to be quite an efficient way of defending your base, because ceilings cost half as much as a wall. Foundations do cost the same as a wall, but there's not that many foundations on a base compared to walls and ceilings. So if you're upgrading your ceilings, that's immediately, you know, 8 rockets for them to go through a ceiling rather than 4 if they're going to go through stone, and that's costing you half the amount of materials, so you can have twice the amount of ceilings. I think mostly upgrading the frames to metal will help a huge amount as well. Even if the base is stone, the frames will absorb the odd rocket here and there, maybe even more. Makes it more difficult for them to destroy your towers. Keeps your ceiling, your shooting floors and stuff intact as well for the most part, unless obviously they just aim for your shooting floors directly rather than trying to collapse stuff. But I think generally speaking, most people try and collapse shooting floors. It's more effective, it does more damage in the long run, makes it a bit more easy to open up your roof as well, and it's difficult to do if it's all metal and the shooting floor's stone. It's I don't know. I think if the shooting floor was stone and the frames and the foundations around it were metal, I would probably aim at the shooting floor rather than trying to collapse things, but then that's easier for you guys to seal as well. So it's difficult, really. I think it's a good shout. You're basically forcing their hand. It's like, do they want to waste more rockets and potentially not have enough for the rest of the base? Or do you want them to directly destroy your shooting floor, which you can sit and repair quite quickly and easily? It's yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the raiders go about this.
If they collapse shooting floor, we can literally just go China Wall, distract them in China Wall, seal, play China Wall for a little bit, then secretly one guy just goes back up the roof, seals it, done, and then we can use roof again. Like, it's just they have to pummel something so that we can't use it, but then we have other things we can use.
So you think up until 12 players, it's going to be pretty quick and easy?
What I was saying earlier was off of statistics. So from the wipes that we've played, we're usually outnumbered at least 3-1, at least, if not more, because merge raids happen, like, you know, so much stuff happens. It's never predictable. So based on the statistics, yes, we should be able to defend up until at least 12. It's probably that we more played bad in that scenario, because it's like 3, 6, 9, we can like have 2 fumbles and we'll still be fine. 12, it's like if you fumble once, you're getting like...
Yeah, the base is getting cracked open like an egg.
Alright, wire tool. Here comes the fun part.
How many rockets do you think would be fair for a base like this?
At least
20?
20? Yeah? 25 maybe?
At least
No, I said 120.
Oh, 120.
Nah, at least a minimum of
sounds-
3.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, we'll give him 3 and a stack of Explo, yeah? Is that fair?
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe
I
too
think that's
much.
a bit generous.
Yeah, alright. Having 3 people building and all of you have been doing something this whole time, it's kind of like you've had 3 hours to build, right? If you think about it that way. Like, each person's built for 1 hour. That's like 3 hours. So you've done pretty good, honestly. Like, we've not had teams build this kind of base in an hour normally. But again, there are 3 of you instead of 2, which is what we normally do for videos like this. And also, all 3 of you are experienced at building. So that definitely does make a big difference. 13 minutes and 15 seconds, boys. Timer is starting to run down. I mean, what have you got left to do? Like, you've got a lot of metal to use still. You've used most of the HQ, I think. A lot
I think
of
you'd be
doors.
surprised, Max. We've used like 30k metal at least.
Oh, really? Where?
Like frames,
Foundy,
every single frame and foundy and floor.
Oh, you haven't done any in the shooting floor or the main base. They're all stone.
I don't.
Oh, these splitters, bro. This is why I hate doing complicated electrics.
So you're not expecting a top down?
Nope.
Yeah, no one really roof raids anymore. I don't know why that, like, anytime I go raiding, it's like, yeah, we'll take the roof and then, you know, hold their roof and then you can raid through the bottom top. It doesn't really matter after that. Are you worried that the team are raiders? So they're essentially raiding the same base multiple times, right? So what they do on the first time, if it fails, they might do a different strategy the second time. Do you think they're going to get better at raiding your base?
Yeah.
Of course.
I would be
They'll
surprised.
know the peaks. They'll know like what the turret angles are, what the blind spots, and all that.
I think that's the same thing if you play a clan server. They'll just eventually.
Yeah.
They'll learn the base.
11 minutes and 7 seconds, guys. Come on, this base needs finishing. At a glance, it looks nearly done, but there's a lot that he's doing.
It's a little too high. I can't place the floor.
Half walls. Just do it on roof, you know?
Max, move. I swear, Max, I require an extra 5 minutes for that throw of yours.
An extra 5 minutes. I'm gonna start sneezing in a second, and bits of your base are gonna get deleted. I'm like,
Sometimes, bro, lock in.
Mate, I'm trying to lock in as fast as I can, Mush. Just do something. I don't care. Just tell
I'm
me.
doing corner mount, not upgrading frames.
Okay, I love you.
You guys are getting stressed out at each other, but all three of you are like going absolute ham on this base. Like everyone's going to town.
Okay. Almost every single turret is done, and then I just need to put in values, which...
They're gonna be confused when they find your open core, and they're like, "What is this? Like, why do they have an open core? There's no loot."
2.5 weeks in.
Can you check if turrets are turning on? Anyone? Like, I'm
Turrets
turning,
are
like...
not turning on.
No.
They should be... Wait, I need to change all the electrics. Like, hang on.
Oh, there we go. Some of them turned on.
Yeah, I'm inputting all the values now.
So you got 2 on roof,
2 in basement, the rest in China wall.
8 in China wall.
China wall's turning on. China wall's turning on.
Yeah, everything's on. What else do I think system's done.
Is putting an auto turret on a on a shelf really a good idea?
Yeah. Actually.
So the shelf tanks more than like a stone floor, and it's better for the peaks.
Oh, but you can just shoot it with like an AK with like 40 bullets, can't
Alright,
you?
guys, can we upgrade frames? If you're not doing anything?
1 minute 36 seconds.
But yeah, 100% forgetting things. I'm doing like a walkthrough. Oh, shotgun traps, got it.
60 seconds. You have exactly 60 seconds, guys. 9, 8, 7,
What speed run it? That
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Everyone stop building. Stop whatever you're doing. That
What have we forgotten?
is time up. What have
chance.
you forgotten? We had a pretty good look at all of it earlier while you were building, to be fair, because I only have the one team to cover this time, so I was able to really have a good look at everything that you were doing. But in general, the China wall, it's a pretty strong China wall. These wooden things, again, like you said, they're purely to make it easier for you to peek down without getting shot from above if they make some sort of a tower. A lot of peaks on this China wall in general, and most of them, if not all of them, are just like pixel gaps, like tiny little gaps that you can shoot through. Could be a little bit of a faff, especially if you got multiple raiders pushing in and they got multiple different angles. Like you might have to reposition yourself just to find them and shoot them, but it's a good idea to make the angles tight so that you're harder to kill, and obviously, you know, every time you get a kill, or 2 kills, or 3 kills, and potentially can run out and get the gear, that's going to be absolutely huge for you guys.
The thing about that with China wall is the top of the China wall is only really designed for fob. So I want to look through it and look either at fob or near fob or around fob or in the compound of fob.
But like the way you can get up and down, all the peaks, the barricades across the top, the auto turret disbursement as well around this area, it doesn't really matter where they blow in, there's going to be 3 auto turrets looking at them, which is a little bit annoying. Now they can probably snipe some of the other auto turrets after they get in, and if they're able to, like, if they are able to get into a third of the compound, the other auto turrets probably aren't going to hassle them much. Like they can blow into base without seeing any of the other auto turrets, in my opinion. But, you know, if they have to go different routes or they're trying to go around and find different angles, they're going to get shot by those turrets. Now, they can snipe them, but, you know, no base is ever perfect. There's always going to be weaknesses, and that's not necessarily a weakness. It's just something they could take advantage of. But at the same time, they can't easily get into these other thirds of the base. A lot of the frames and stuff around the bottom of the base here, you have upgraded some to metal. Some are still stone, but the foundations that seem to matter are metal. Oh, some of them are, some of them aren't. Okay.
Yeah.
I wonder, I mean, it might depend what angle they come at. Like, if they come at sort of the, what is this, the northeast, east side, might make a collapse in the shooting floor a little bit easier. But you're still going to have so many peaks and there's still so much to collapse. So they're going to have to use a lot of rockets if they go about it like that. And then obviously lower down on the base, you've still got little angles and stuff that you can find and use to shoot them. So they're not ever going to be completely safe, but I think collapse and shooting floor would be a good shout on this because it is mostly stone. But again, they're going to know that the rest of the metal and the HQM and stuff is inside the base. Now, in terms of how I would go about raiding this, like again, if you're offline, I'd definitely try and find budget ways in and, you know, blow through, but they're just gonna have to blast this. I think there's no other way to really raid this against 3 like decent players. And inside the base is just HQM and doors absolutely everywhere. The shell itself is okay. Like, you've not got the best shell peaks, I would say.
What's wrong about them?
Maybe some ladder hatches or something.
Max,
We're gonna kill you.
Let's get this out of your mind. Ladder hatches are dog.
So ladder hatches are terrible purely because you open them, they know where you are, they rocket you, they grenade you, they shoot you, done. You saying that these, yeah, I'll remove it for the point of the demonstration. These should be like this with ladder hatches, correct?
No.
Or like they should be down with
No,
peaks.
I'm saying like in these squares. For example, if you had a ladder hatch above or something, like this ceiling above, if you had a ladder hatch here, you could shoot through this gap from above as well.
The main way of raiding is you break inner peaks and above inner peaks to like collapse open core and a shooting floor, and then you go in through inner peaks and down. You don't go straight from the bottom. Because if they go through the bottom, we've won. We have so many peaks downwards, so many retakes.
So you've designed this sort of area to be as like tanky as possible. Okay. Right, look, I'll take it back. The peaks are good on the shell. The peaks are good. So they raid in, they blow this entire corner up, right? So they're in here, right? Where are you pushing them from? From that side and that side, right?
You think we have no retakes?
I mean, you can come down here and you've got some peaks and stuff through the gaps here, which are good as well. What I'm saying is, I wonder if having these ceilings here was a good idea above you. Like, would it have been better to have the peaks into this area as well?
No, because 1, it makes the base too tall. 2, the whole point of a basement is to, for example, do this. Instantly, as soon as we know where they're raiding from, we seal it. That gives them no mobility.
So that's why I've not done frames here.
Exactly, yep.
I mean, you basically built an open core loot room area, but I imagine you're probably not really going to need it or use it. All your auto turrets on the outside, apart from the 2 at the bottom, which isn't a bad shout. Yeah, it's interesting. Obviously, your TC's at the bottom in the very, very core as well. Again, garage doors absolutely everywhere. I think it's a pretty good design. I mean, cheapest route to raid this, again, if they really, really, really can be economical. Once you get through the wooden wall, which is what, 2 rockets and a tiny bit of AK ammo, maybe even 5 rockets to get through this, but let's just say, yeah, let's say 5 rockets to get through the door, this wall, and this wall here. So you're up to what, 7 rockets at the moment. You can ladder up here. You got an auto to destroy behind you. It's relatively easy. Probably just do that with HVs, but let's give them an extra rocket to get rid of the actual fence properly. 8 rockets. They can get all the way in here. 9 rockets. You got the shotgun trap and stuff. I'd probably just go straight through this. 13 rockets now, and then another 16 to get into core. So 13 plus 16 is 29, and then they'd splash these 3. This is doable with 32 rockets. I did say at the start, I do think it's doable for around 30 rockets, but obviously that's if it's an offline and they get a little bit lucky and find the TC straight away. What do you guys think in terms of rocket amount? Now that the base is complete, I'll be giving the raiders 125 rockets and 30 high velocities to raid with. I'll be giving the raiders a package of gear per player. So while the amount of equipment and materials they have is going to increase, the amount of rockets they have will stay the same. The raiders will have 60 minutes to retrieve the golden egg. So sit back and enjoy the raids and tell me how many players you think it takes to defeat a 3-man team of well-equipped defenders. Hello guys, welcome to your first raid. Today we're doing unlimited raiding. So you're starting with just you 3, then we'll double your number, and then we'll just add 3 every time until we get to 12, and then we're going to shoot up to 20 raiders. So we're going to have a crazy amount of raiders by the end of this. If you look outside here, I'm going to delete that box. There's 3 boxes. One of these boxes is for each of you. This middle box is for you guys to share. Okay, 3 raiders. Are you boys ready to do this?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You can probably hear where the raid base is, or the base that you need to raid is. Let's go and scout it. Good luck.
Oh my mother lord.
Holy
Holy
bejesus.
I
All
think the
right.
base is a bit too small.
Do you think a 3-man could raid this?
I
Yeah,
don't
you
think a
said
3-man
no,
could
no.
build this.
Oh, they did in 1 hour.
No, vanilla they cannot. Okay. All right.
We can't push up
okay.
here. They have incredibly amount of pixel peak.
So it might be best for us to just do a straightforward push all the way up into this little
Yeah.
crevice right here. Would it be best for us to fob up on this hill? I know it's far away.
If we
But-
fall uphill, they have
No,
plenty of peaks. Well, they can't use any kind of
close as
peaks.
possible
Really.
to get information for next round too.
Oh, so you're not planning to win. You're just going to get as much info as possible for the next wave.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Both,
Exactly.
you know. If we win,
Yeah.
we win. If we get info, that's good.
Okay, boys. The raid timer begins when you leave the base. I'm going to give you the full hour to start with. You're going to get an hour to raid every single time. If you lose all your rockets, the raid is over. Good luck.
3, 2, 1. Let's get it.
Time has begun. Good luck, boys. So the raiders are talking about coming in from different angles here. They're looking around, trying to get some snipes. They want to get the fob down. And I think their first raid here is purely like they said. They're just going to try and get as much information as possible. Ron getting lit up by a little bit of M2 fire already. Raiders are pushing up. They're starting to smoke themselves, trying to make up a little bit of ground. Cobalt getting incredibly close to this base right now. Jeez has lost a bit of health, maybe to drowning. Cobalt getting a lovely little U-wall down. Very successful. I don't know if 79's intentionally letting him do this, but this is a great first step, and if they can do this every single time, this might not take more than 6 players, frankly.
This fob does not matter, we flank. So we need to go behind the ridgeline, Goggy. We kill the
Yeah,
guys
yeah,
on the
well,
ridgeline,
dude,
then we go
smoke
down.
them.
I see the guy on the ridgeline, 79. You need to start shooting the guy on the ridgeline, because I have to go further because of him.
Oh, there is.
Yeah. There's two.
I hit one.
One's to the right of the guy you just shot at.
I see him. He's far though.
Raiders are completely moving themselves all over the place. Ning Ning's looking for a guy over here, but he's moved back. Lacko getting absolutely lit up, almost goes down, managed to barricade himself. 21 HP there, starts healing himself. G's over there coming around for the flank from the rear. Really admirable first attempt, actually. Ning Ning's been spotted. He barricades himself just in time. Ron and WKP are going to be keeping an eye on him now, but G's is coming around from behind as well.
He's trying to come behind you. That's what his plan is.
Yeah, that M2 is just full holding me right now. Which is already gone past. Yeah, I see him. I'm dead. Tripled.
I'm dead. He's pushed all the way around.
Oh, there's 2 of them.
Raiders are getting pushed by the defenders. G's getting sprayed in the back by MP5. He gets absolutely destroyed. M2 at Galacco there nearly takes him down. They've fully reclaimed their gear sets there. That's good play by the Raiders, actually. And now WKP is trying to hold 79 on the roof, but gets headshot by that L9, putting him down to 18 HP. Auto turret at the front here. Really saved the day there. But they are really struggling to push up here. 79 on the roof, just holding them down. Ning Ning gets absolutely slammed on the left side there. 7 HP, 22, healing himself up.
So sad.
Like, I can't actually do any damage on him.
Oh, I'm dead. I killed
Ground?
one trying to go back. Yeah, it's Goggy. Goggy pushed out.
Hold that. Hold that.
Raiders just trying to collect kits and remove kits from the defenders. All 3 of the defenders now on the roof. And I gotta say, the body work from Galacco especially is incredible. Like, he's doing a really, really good job of holding this. I really respect their effort, to be fair. 3v3, what a ballsy raid this will be on a real server. I could seriously see these guys bringing up rockets and just starting to hammer this base in a moment. Maybe a 3v3 is not the unfair raid that you'd expect. I think the defense is going pretty well for them in general, but they're not able to really do too much. Like, these guys are setting up slowly but surely, and you definitely don't want people setting up on your doorstep. That's how you lose raids. Ning Ning and G's here pushing up on the Raiders out of the front of their base. Honestly, sometimes being aggressive is the best form of defense. The other 2 Raiders are starting to push out and try and kill G's, who's got a rocket on him, actually. He might have HVs on him. He might be looking to take out of that auto turret. And then it's just a short door camp job to get rid of the Raiders' fob, basically. I mean, they might even be able to get in through some of these windows and stuff if they can build up a little bit. G's gets tripled, though, by Cobalt, and Ron's holding the other angle, waiting for Ning Ning to push.
I think all 3 are out. No, one's
Oh,
still
M2
there.
killed me
still
from
there.
roof.
God damn it.
That M2 is absolutely lethal. He's doing incredible work up there. Ning Ning and G's constantly trying to push out, and M2 on the roof by 79, always holding them. I gotta say, the combat is very even. I do think more Raiders have died, but that's just the nature of raiding. More of you will die.
Headshot.
Then I'm
Double
here.
headshot hit roof.
Dead. Black kid dead.
I hit M2 twice, I'm dead.
The Raiders have definitely just claimed 3 kits, maybe 2 to 3 kits off of the defenders. And to be honest, I think they may have lost 1, may have lost 2, maybe, but I think the defenders are definitely up on kits right now. Ron holding down the roof while Cobalt makes the run, and he is able to get much closer to the base. I think they're going to be able to secure these kits in no time.
Twice.
I had no ammo in my gun, bro. I threw
He's dead,
that
he's dead,
so
he's dead.
hard.
I
Nice.
whiffed.
I killed him.
Oh my god.
I'm bringing over
Well,
half
shot
minute from
M2,
that.
but it doesn't matter because he has fucking heavy pot.
The first rocket from the Raiders. Another rocket comes flying and the wooden walls have been breached. They're doing a good job. They're starting to actually damage this China wall. Who knows how quickly they can push in once they break most of the China wall. Ron gets not downed there, but they keep lighting him up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go seal what they breached already. I got seal mats and going.
Hit him. He's left side.
Why'd you put on that? Oh, rocket! I'm dodging.
I killed another.
Yeah, nah, I can still that red techie.
I gotta say, the peaks on this base are really showing their strength right now. The raiders are not getting much opportunity to peek and get much damage on. They're trying to pre-fire a little bit, stop some of this twig getting upgraded. More rockets are flying in. Pretty good rocket as he kills G's.
Love it.
And he's not happy about that. Another rocket goes flying into exactly that same area. Raiders have now also begun to rocket PvP, but that one's a little bit more forgivable because that was unintentional. Like, they're just shooting the same breach area. One of the defenders just happened to be there. But the raiders are getting killed a lot. They are not able to hold this ground very well. They're not able to consistently raid. And I think that's definitely comes down to numbers. If you had more numbers, you'd be able to rocket faster and more often, meaning that you can open up gaps and hold the defenders on the roof much easier. And here we go, a push from the raiders. Let's listen to them now.
I'm gonna blow this compound open.
Rockets are flying on this base. These roof peaks not being particularly effective when the raiders are so close to the base itself, and they're starting to actually raid into the base itself, and they've blown a decent sized hole in the China wall. But two of the defenders are here ready to push out and push them back.
I have a pixel peek. He's one tab in there.
Oh my god, everyone's landing close to me now.
We're trying to open this up as much as possible. Oh, I got shot from an empty roof. I don't know how you saw me.
Yeah.
The only way that they can see down, as you can see, is by being completely exposed on the roof there. They have killed one of the raiders, though. She's getting lit up a little bit through that tiny gap there by Glacko. Good play by him. Ron survived that? I honestly... Oh, he does go down to the M2. That headshot damage on M2 against the Hazzy is absolutely insane. More F1 still coming down. The WKP and Glacko. WKP goes down from a peak above. Glacko down here, trying to hold an angle. No water turrets or anything out here. Nothing stopping him from sitting there comfortably until Ning Ning nearly peaks him there. Jesus pushed out. There's no way Glacko killed him. Wow. What a play. He gets tagged once, but double headshots. Jeez.
He may be down. He's down. He's down. He's down. He's down. Go, 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 go.
I might just stay in the fob. He's gonna be on that roof instantly again. So I'm trying to hold roof here in a second.
I found 2 MP5
He's on roof.
Glacko's starting to find some of the defenders' re-kits and just running out with them. 79 back on the roof over there. Ning Ning lights up Glacko's, just trying to make a bit of a run away. Ron holding here. He's found his kit. G's repairing the base. 79 trying to get an angle on him, but gets tagged and lit up straight away.
One of the rockets is really, really low.
I
Kill
killed
rockets outside, kill rockets outside.
Glacko goes down there. Cobalt trying to hold the roof against Ning Ning and 79 while G's is repairing. And to be honest, I mean, it's like all the rockets they've used so far have basically counted for nothing. Defenders got a full seal on their base while rockets are being fired completely blind at the China wall, the frames, the base itself. More M2 kills Glacko there. Ron outside here.
We really do need to try to take out that peak they have.
I'll just blow open the compound too.
Yes.
Yeah, this M2 sees me instant.
These guys have enough rockets to completely level the front of this base and get the TC comfortably. If they're able to just rocket consistently without being stopped, they will eventually get to the egg. And honestly, there's a chance that they might actually be able to do this with only 3 people, which would be utterly insane, or at least they'll get really close. G's in the peaks to the bottom there, Ning Ning at the peaks higher up there. Another rocket goes flying in. Again, they're just hitting the base itself, trying to damage shooting floor areas.
You wanna just start pummeling, boys?
Yeah,
We'll just go.
That's what I'm doing, kind of. One of us does. Y'all two pummel. I'll do my best
Bro,
to
the
hold.
rocket launcher isn't shooting now.
Double headshot M2. I'm just
Y'all-
shoot rocket, try and get M2 to hit. Oh, yep. Okay, I fell over.
I'm down.
Okay, they're more than likely about to push out or currently pushing out.
The Raiders are right. I'd expect the defenders to be pushing out, but they are just holding. Like they're I'm not going to say they're scared, but they have no intention of pushing out. They're purely focused on sealing and defending. They have no interest. I think if this was a real vanilla wipe or a real modded server, you could really expect these guys to push out to try and secure these rockets, but as they don't get to keep the rockets for the next raid, there's almost no interest for them to push out.
Oh, he's holding that. Okay.
Ouch, I'm headshot.
Oh, he sees everything. I try to.
God damn, I
Oh.
can't hit him. He's just holding the same angle. So he's doing.
Yeah, and the base is so tall that it blocks. Even with wooden signs, it's impossible for us inside fob.
He's able to. He sees all. He knows all.
Oh, I'm dead.
Here, I'm picking up where you left off. I will rock it for you, my brother.
All 3 raiders have just been killed one after the other. Defenders might be going to make a bit of a push here, which I expected absolutely ages ago, but maybe because they get all the picks, they're going to go for it. They're going to be looking for these kits and rockets and stuff, and there might be a raid about to occur on the raiders themselves, depending on how many rockets are on these bodies. Ron spotted him.
I see.
Oh, Ron, hello?
What?
He's looting our bodies on the stone. Farther.
I'm sorry. What?
I'm dead, I hit him 4 times.
Jesus grabbed something. He's making his way back to the base now. I wonder how many rockets the defenders have just secured off of the raiders.
It's a big
An
one.
HV PvP. Let's go. He's
I saw
like
that. I'm holding your body.
Fob. Yeah.
Oh,
That's funny.
He's rocket PvP me on the roof. What is he
You
doing?
dead?
No, I'm not dead.
They won't have the HVs for turrets. That's funny.
The progress is so slow, nearly 37 minutes, and I think that's what having a low amount of players does. It's a slow progress. There's only 3 of you. If you had 3-4 dudes rocketing consistently while the other 2 are holding, you know, that'd be insanely fast progress. Maybe that's what we're going to see coming up in these next couple of raids. But we are starting to see some rockets coming from the defenders as well. Let's see how the raiders are reacting to that. By the looks of it, they're reacting in kind as they're starting to fire more rockets even more quickly. But rockets are coming directly at their fob more and more as well.
I'm just going for the push up, see how that goes. Oh no, I'm clueless. I'm dead.
I got a wall down. Oh, they can see straight into our fob.
WKP and Glacko pushing out a little bit. Glacko gets absolutely collapsed. Cobalt is able to re-loot his teammate though. There's no problem there. No gear lost.
Okay, yeah, we could call it.
We're calling it.
You're calling it? Are you out of rockets?
Yes, sir.
Well, I appreciate you guys deciding to call it there then if you don't think you can get in. Ron, do you want to let me know what everyone's doing?
Matthew, your goal, you're going to be holding from raid base the entire time with the bolty. WKP, you're going to be rocketing, holding from outside, setting up turrets. Glacko, you're going to be doing the same thing, holding from outside, as well as PvP. And then Udar, you're going to be holding from raid base as well, going out whenever you need to siphon off kits to make sure nobody has any, and I'll make sure that the raid base is perfect for this battle.
Once you're all ready, or once one of you steps off of the base onto the ground, the time will begin. You have 1 hour. Time has begun. Good luck. Raiders are starting to push forward using their bolties, etc. Smoke grenades are going down, not really helping Ron, I wouldn't say. Actually, maybe a little bit. And the other raiders are starting to make a little bit of ground, but the M2 and everything else is firing directly at them. Ning Ning is spraying, 79 is spraying, they're getting tagged up a little bit, but there's a lot of damage going on the Raiders side here. They're respawning, licking their wounds, trying to put down sleeping bags, using the tree line for cover as well as placing barricades everywhere, while Ron is getting the base down, which frankly, getting the base down is a massively important step. If these guys are able to do that while only losing some med sticks, basically, if they're able to reclaim their kits, this is going to be a pretty good start to the raid. The Raiders are planning to essentially break that heavy pot helmet as fast as possible and then start raiding by the sounds of things. Without that heavy pot helmet, it's going to make it very difficult for 79 to really get damage on these Raiders because there's going to be 2-3 of them holding as many peaks as possible on the base itself. Without the heavy pot, you know, it's going to get doubled pretty quickly. The 2 names that you can see over there, that is going to be the counter raiders. We've got actual serious counter raiders this time. They're going to be coming in with Thompsons, SARS, and real gear sets, mostly hazmats. But the raiders are still getting set up. It's still very, very early. The defenders are firing at them. All 3 of the defenders are just holding in the base, not really planning to push out by the looks of it whatsoever. Let's go ahead and jump in with them for a second.
Bro, I'm beaming, bro. I'm beaming.
Oh yeah, you downed one. You downed one. I see it.
Yeah, I'm actually locked in, bro. I've killed like so many already. I think.
With. Oh, I
Bro,
didn't put the guy in
Max, bro, I'm locked in. I'm actually locked in. I'm actually beaming, man.
Making those plays, boys. Keep it up. The other raiders are mostly just holding. I'd love to listen to what their plan is. Like I said earlier, everyone's got a role. They want to get damage on. They want to get nice and close, start rocketing. I would say their fob was probably around here earlier. It was considerably closer. They're a little bit not far away, but it's like inconvenient sort of distance, I would say. They do have more bolties than the defenders. Defenders only have the L9, they don't have any bolties. So these guys may have a slight range advantage. This might even be a good idea to be further back. But they're not getting all that many hits on all that. As I say that, 79 gets double hit, put him down to 25 or 27 HP.
So they're probably not going to come until we launch the first rocket.
Yeah, that's what I.
That hurts. I'm almost running out of meds at this point.
They're expecting the counters to come at the first rocket, but that is not the case. However, maybe they would have launched the first rocket in 2 minutes.
I can't see that gap
there.
from you.
Yeah, I know. He's one tapping there.
Defenders have all dropped down to the China wall layer, and they are just chilling, just waiting to see what the Raiders do. Raiders have nearly finished their fob. They want to get a little bit more of a roof on this, but to be honest, maybe this will do, frankly. Like, I would have maybe done something a little bit different here on the top floor, but I suppose with the stairs, it's not a terribly bad peak, but it's nowhere near as good as the ones a little bit lower down, like here. Great, amazing, amazing peaks here. Oh my god, I would not want to be on that China wall. Although, on the China wall, it's exactly the same kind of peaks. Exactly the same in every way. It's time for the nasty surprise, which is the counters. Let's go ahead and get them involved. Good luck, enjoy your countering, and remember, your objective is to get as much loot as possible. However you deem that necessary, that's the way you go about it. Good luck. But they're about to get countered by 2 extra players, and if they're in what would technically be a 5v6, because these 2 guys are obviously going to be doing their absolute best to counter, and unfortunately the guys inside the base, you know, these counters can't really do a lot to the people inside the base. Counters are more about harassing the Raiders, getting loot, getting gear, and escaping. There goes some hits on one of the Raiders.
Shot him. Headshot him. He's low. He's low.
I need to med
They're only in Hazzies. They're only in Hazzies.
Dead.
Nice.
There might be another one, not sure.
There is.
There's
Where is he?
another guy. Up here, farther up. He's dead, full dead.
That was a short-lived counter, but that made him panic just a little bit. Nearly got 1 kill. G's just got clapped on the base. Other defenders still deciding to hold, not really doing too much. The counters are trying to come back in, but they're not particularly successful there. A lot of back and forth still between these 2 teams, but no rockets have been fired, and with 13 minutes into the raid, quite a lot of raid time. Raiders starting to actually damage on the base. Defenders still not really doing too much in response. Meanwhile, at the back here, we've got the counters coming in again.
I don't think there's turret. Is there? Wait, can we flank around? Check if there's turret holding.
There is not turrets holding that. There is. Oh,
I don't think there's any turrets holding ramps.
He's shooting us.
There is. Insta-walled. He's gonna push. He's gonna push.
They got spotted and immediately both put onto red HP. The Raiders at the front here saw them and started spraying. Ron's respawned, but immediately gets picked straight after. Cobalt's going to go for the push on one of these counters.
On my right. He's on my right. He's on my right, Lund.
I'm coming. I'm getting supplies.
I have hit him 4 times.
Dead. I'm walling.
I'm grabbing full kit.
Grab it.
1 full kit has been secured by the counters.
Depot in and let him go. We're running back.
Oh my god, I'm inst. Oh, we just have to start lobbing rockets at
Enderman,
them.
A lot of back and forth here at the front line. Rockets just are not being fired. Such slow progress from the Raiders. Defenders coming down, trying to seal the compound, most likely. The Raiders have still been able to hold down the front of the raid and defend themselves at the back quite successfully. PvP on top getting lit up quite a lot at the front here and really needs help of his teammates, but where are they? Glacko's at the back there. 1, 2, 3, 4 stood inside of this base, and a rocket gets launched by Ron, who's completely naked with a bolty for some reason. But here we go. Rockets are starting to come at the base, and there could be some serious damage here if these guys are allowed to just 4-man rocket. I think they want to collapse this entire area and then blow directly in after. Let's listen to the counters actually in a moment, because the rockets are getting killed by the counters yet again on the roof, making it incredibly difficult for these Raiders to really do too much. G's have just managed to get a semi-decent seal on the front there as well, while the Raiders are getting distracted from behind.
I have really good angles actually. Are they still on top?
Yeah, they're still on top. They're trying to get a peek on you, but they don't know. But now the Nomad is watching your side, I think.
I want to kill these guys pushing as well, but I can't.
Counters getting annoyed that they can't really push up, can't really do too much here. A little bit of fire back and forth there. The counters get another pick on Dar, one of the Raiders on the roof there. Backshot giver all the way over there, and then we've got Alex Rust on the right side. They're set up quite strategically and holding multiple different angles here. Backshot gets lit up a little bit there. Ron trying to get a kill on him. Glacko comes back from the raid base, but gets beamed by the AK. Alex doesn't get taken down there. Actually, I'm a little bit surprised by that. More at the front here.
Let me roof camp at this point. I gotta fucking...
Then just roof camp.
kill
That's
these.
fine.
I know, but
I
I'm
have, like,
supposed to
3
go
full
grab my
clear
body
steps
and
for you
rocket.
guys.
I'm
literally trying to hold them down as best as I can, but I'm literally being held by a pixel gap.
Put in the far one or the close one?
I need you to destroy, yeah, exactly that one, where the rocket just went.
There you
Destroy
go.
that
There you
one,
go.
please.
There you go. It's already broken. It just broke.
He's going to, no, he's on the left side pixel gap, goddamn.
You alright? You still alive?
I'm alive, but there's like 3 full kits on me. I need someone to push down and
Hit
grab
run.
this stuff.
Can I need to get past.
Go ahead, go.
Oh, sorry.
Raiders getting killed by the counters so much at the back here. Really not able to do too much, and every time they try and get their breath, they're getting hit by an L9 from the base itself. Ron respawning, getting immediately killed. Ches also just getting lit up every time he peeks. This, honestly, this fob just... there's just not enough fob here, basically. It needs to be wider with more peaks, more angles. You wanted this 3x3, like 7 floors tall, honestly, with 3 or 4 window floors. Cobalt's trying to get a pick on one of the counters, but gets beamed immediately after by Backshot Giver. 2 of the Raiders have respawned in the main base, and they're coming over with MP5 kits. Backshot Giver might be about to get lit up from behind, but he's completely hidden. Glacko's crouching up. He's not noticed him. Glacko starts spraying at Alex, manages to kill him, but Backshot Giver immediately kills him straight after, and Backshot Giver gets lit up by Ron straight after, and by one of the other Raiders down here, Cobalt. Meanwhile, at the raid itself, Jesus coming around, trying to grub loot and kit his PvP, still holding here. He's been stuck here for like 5 minutes. 79MS just ran in naked and also wasn't able to get anything. Barricade's starting to decay, they've been here for so long, but the Raiders just have 0 progress on this base.
We just have to start making a play here. We are giving them way too much room
Like
to breathe and steal.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Every time I step out, there's like all of them alive. Like I can't go 2 steps forward, crippled.
Do your best to kill them. That is what we need to do. If you are able to kill one, or you think you kill one, calm it out.
Counters are making another move again. Python's tagging him up a little bit, but he's at the front of the fob now. Backshot Giver at the back there, trading with Glacko. Glacko comes off slightly better on that trade. He's trying to make a bit of a push. Is not able to secure the kill. Backshot gets away with barely an HP. Alex at the front here could be in a very dangerous position for the Raiders. At the front here, these Raiders are getting lit up every time they peek, barely able to get any breathing room whatsoever, and Alex still holding here very, very carefully. Ron gets taken out. Glacko still holding. Jeez almost gets killed by the rocket, ends up getting dropped down. The Bolty immediately stops him upgrading, but he manages to reseal and get it on. More rockets still flying all over the place. Jeez narrowly avoids getting killed by a rocket there. More sealing, so much sealing going on here. Rocket's still flying. Jeez does get killed by that rocket. He's not going to be happy about that.
No, I need to go for my body.
Has he close as well?
Yeah, he's pushed up the breach.
Meanwhile, Alex is going to come make a play on these 2 Raiders at the front here. It's going to be huge. He gets a pick on Glacko, but gets killed by Ron straight after.
Why did we let him push up that hard?
I
He
have
ran
no
right
fucking
past
idea.
the turret. We're rocketing and the other
He's
guys
saying,
are
I
holding
love you, Alex.
They're saying I love you, Alex, inside the base, and there they are killing Alex straight after, so maybe they don't love him as much as they think they do. And the Raiders are still trying to focus on 2-3 things at a time. It's really difficult for them, to be fair, getting pushed like this, but this is the reality of raiding in Rust. This is exactly what it looks like. You're trying to do a raid, you're getting countered, then more counters come. Doesn't matter how many times you kill a counter, they're just going to keep coming back. Even if they're just naked, they're going to keep trying to find a way to get in and get more gear. Defenders starting to seal with wood only already. Let's keep listening to the Raiders here.
Yeah, they're just holding me so hard.
I want you guys to breach the compound, and I'm gonna ladder up. I broke something special.
Yeah, just reach compound.
Sure, I need somebody up here with me.
You're solo rocketing. We need
Oh, I doubled him, but it doesn't matter.
Walls are breached.
Yeah, I need you to guys cover me.
Hit him again.
It's like these guys can't do 3 things at a time. The Raiders can either fight off the counters and rocket, or they can rocket and hold the defenders, or they can hold the defenders and stop them upgrading, or they can hold the counters and stop them upgrading. They can't do all 3. Like, at some point, something is being lacked, and maybe that's just the player count. Maybe they just need more bodies. Not too much is going on at the front line, but right at the back now is a huge amount of fighting.
On top, one still on top. Hit him again.
Hit him 3 times. I think they're gonna respawn in fob.
Double bow close. Grab him full kit. I have AK.
PvP Solo's pushing into the base itself there, doing a really good job of that. AK fire, Alex almost puts him down. Alex has got a full kit off of one of the raiders. I don't know if he's trying to get away or trying to get more kits. Finally, they're putting some walls up to defend themselves from behind. Well done. Well done, WKP. That's such a smart play. Why they didn't do that earlier, I have no idea. Alex kind of stuck here, and PvP Solo kind of stuck in the defender's base. But the raiders are getting slowed down so much, it's ridiculous. They really can't make a huge amount of progress here. Alex getting lit up just a little bit by the raiders again. Defenders are just chilling, and I think there's a rocket in Alex's future. Although, maybe he's going to choose not to waste it. Oh, I'd have rocketed that. I'd be like, screw that grub at this point, honestly. Oh, he just triples him. What a play. Alex spawns on a bag and immediately goes back for the body again. Actual Giver coming up from the side there. 79 got killed by PvP Solo. I didn't spot that one, and PvP Solo is trying to get more picks on the defenders inside the base, but he's not able to do too much through the gaps, but he does find 79 again and puts him low. More spray up above G's, but G's manages to get the pick on him. Fair play to the defenders, and PvP honestly on his own there against 3 of them. You know, he did what he could. Alex is still alive, but low. Glacko trying to push on Alex. Honestly, these counters are doing more than the defenders have done this fight so far.
Take fuck 60.
Yeah, I just reopened compound. I reopened compound.
Open, I need one ladder.
Nice.
I need one ladder.
I have
Yeah,
5.
Still alive on our fob, but okay.
I'm trying to cover you.
You did not down the kit on the walls.
No, the guy at the rock.
Oh.
Never said walls. There's one running for the body. Guys, I'm out of ammo.
The guy on the wood walls are dead, right?
Oh, the guy at the
The
rock's
guy
got
at
his
the
body
walls is
back.
dead. Yes.
Nice.
It's open, by the way. It's open.
Defenders relaxing in the base quite comfortably, just getting picks on the raiders who are pushing up. Raiders getting pushed by the grubs pretty effectively. I gotta say, PvP Solo in here finally starting to open up a bit of a gap. Maybe there's a chance. Maybe there's actually a chance with 6 players that they can do something here. This is the most damage we've seen on a base so far.
They're 2 up close now. 2
I have no ceiling mats, like any. Where's ceiling mats? I mean, I can seal.
Follow me, I have in my bedroom. Come here.
Yeah.
A little bit though.
You split them so much, I just don't know where they are.
Oh, they're over China again.
Oh, I see him. On China.
On top of it?
No, literally right here, 79, in front of you.
Well, like,
Do you have meds?
that's on top of it, or like what?
No.
I dropped it.
Got.
Oh, they really are slamming like compound.
I'm dead.
Yeah.
I lagged.
From where?
Like crazy. Like in the breach.
I'm gonna seal.
Wait, they're gonna peek on this guy from my bedroom.
Sealed.
Alex pushing up again, gets killed by Ron that time. Honestly, these counters are not letting the raiders breathe for even a second. Rocket goes flying up there, completely destroying yet another Brutalist peak. Ning Ning trying to hold the angle. PvP Solo does get killed by him, but gets absolutely lit up in return, down to 20 HP, 1 bullet from death. Glacko still holding here, WKP pushing up as well. Raiders starting to make some actual progress here, starting to try and hold down this China wall.
Oh, one coming out.
Oh my god.
He's trying to seal.
The one is dropped. One dropped from he's outside their wall.
Yeah, one dead.
Nice, good job. I'm running into my body now.
They're everywhere.
Behind. 290. Just has
Yeah,
max on me.
we've got it.
Him
I'm
twice.
in. Wait, guys, comes.
They're sealing.
One dead.
Raiders have actually managed to get into the China wall, and they're starting to hold down the area. Oh, just as I say that, or not. Raiders making a bit of a move here. Jeez gets killed by Cobalt. Good play there.
Oh, the ladder has peaks on the tower. Use them.
Yeah,
They're making me.
They let you love me too.
Oh, wait, I need to deepen these 75. Check.
They're like right on the breach.
I believe.
They're pushing me. Yeah, in reach. I'm down. Hang on, I got metal steel.
I think I downed a full kit on their way back.
The Raiders are still trying to push in, but they're just not able to break in here. The gap is getting open significantly enough where it wouldn't be hard to seal this, but it's making it more and more difficult every time they shoot another rocket. Defenders are destroying the Raiders again. Just as many bodies as there are over there. It's like 3 times here. Backshot Giver's making a bit of a run for it. If the counters can get over here... Oh, he gets bolted. Bolty headshot. Instantly dead.
We can push up if you
I have
guys.
L9. I'm running with L9.
Nice.
How much time do we have, Max?
21 minutes, guys.
21 minutes. Okay.
Okay, I want 2
That's
people
you.
at all times pushed up onto the base.
There's one compound. One dead.
If you haven't got rockets, then it's over.
Yeah.
Are you out of
Do we not
rockets?
have any rockets?
We have
have
12
some,
rockets.
but-
Okay, guys, yeah, we're gonna call it there. Boys, you know the deal. You listen to Ron. He's raided this base twice already.
All right, boys, y'all ready? Come on, more enthusiasm. Are you guys ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's get it. Let's go.
Time has begun. Good luck.
Snipers, get into position. Make sure you're walling
Push
yourself.
team smokes.
I gotta say, watching 12 people go raiding is such a wildly different experience to watching like 2 or 3 guys go raiding. Smokes come flying out, L9s and AK fire from the base already. These boys are pushed up so close instantly. WKP literally at their front door. U-Wall hasn't gone down, but Ron's starting to build a base. There we go. PvP Solo getting that down. The defenders are trying to shoot it out a little bit, but have been unsuccessful so far. Grubs are over there. They're not coming for a little while. They're just watching for now, but they will be here eventually. 12 players against 3. Maybe you could even consider it being 5. I would say if there were 5 actual defenders in this base, a 12v5 would still be a difficult raid, but a 12v3, and as long as the counters don't do too much damage to them, I see a very low chance of them failing this, being completely honest. Beds are going down, base is getting built, nothing more annoying than when people are getting in the way while you're trying to build your base.
Or okay, you can do it here. Do the gate actually.
No,
do the
take
gate.
gate. Yeah, take gate.
The gate
It's
has
way
turret.
harder
Gate has
to,
turret. Gate has turret. Right there.
That's
It has
that's fine.
Shoot
Oh,
the
Dar,
walls as
maybe
well.
move a bit away if... Dar, move. It's gonna break.
Alright, now any pixel gaps. Here, this,
It's right
this
above,
right,
right
here, right
above.
here, right here, right here, this one.
I just shot at one where they're camping at.
That works too.
Raiders are breaching very successfully here. They got into the compound already. Obviously, the China wall's got to come next. The raid base is taking a little bit long to build. A little bit slower than I have seen some professional teams build, but it is going down. It's not really getting interrupted too much. The defenders inside the base are getting hassled, and just there's so much going on here. They do not have the time to just sit and fire and relax. This entire China wall, all of the peaks are getting lit up right now. We're only 3 minutes into this raid, and these guys have nearly got their bob down. They've breached, and they're starting to break all the peaks. I need to listen to these guys, because I want to hear how clear their comms are, or not clear.
I would have a look. I mainly bring rockets, or what should I bring?
Everything.
Rockets.
Get
Don't-
rockets,
don't bring
everything,
rockets
grab a
yet.
little
Don't
more.
bring
Main
rockets.
pixel, main pixel.
The bit down on left
Double
of main
pixel,
pixel,
but it's
there's
not there.
Headshot one.
Defenders really don't get a moment to breathe here. Every time they peek, they might get a kill, but they might just get beamed straight in the face. Mard getting lit up a little bit there. Glacko and WKB immediately lighting up where G's was, so he's repositioning straight away, moving over. PvP and Dar on the right side. PvP trying to take this high ground over and over again. 79 just getting lit up every time he peeks. That M249 is nowhere near as much of a threat as it was before. G's on the inside. Oh no, G's has been killed altogether. He's looting his gear set back, and they put a barricade down though. Very, very smart of them. And a quick spray on Mard there gets an easy pick. Dar goes down directly above, but these bodies are completely secure for now. The Raiders should be able to get them. Another double bolty on 79 in there. He's so low, 10 HP. These guys really haven't used many rockets yet, and the counters will be coming in 3 minutes. Constantly just trying to get back and forth picks, and the Raiders haven't started seriously rocketing yet. I'm expecting some heavy rockets coming in when they do start rocketing. 79 getting lit up on the roof. Cobalt almost goes down there. Oh, 79 almost gets killed by Solo.
No, we really just need to blow in soon, like... Okay, is someone...
Right side main pixel, right side main pixel.
Hit.
Where are
Headshot main pixel.
We need rockets over here.
Defenders are holding, but they're struggling. I mean, you look at this base, you've got like 1, 2, 3 people, all with bolties. They're not peeking currently. We've got Matthew on this floor peeking. We've got on the next floor up. Oh no, he's on the roof. Coconut's on the roof. He's got the bolty out there. Oh, does hit 79 in the chest again, putting him down to 60 HP. The rockets are coming in. Let's go and get the grubs. Get on. Come on over. Good luck, right? Dar gets killed just as I was talking to the grubs there. Ning Ning also gets killed. WKP goes down as well. 2 raiders dead. 1 defender dead in return.
Have we seen the grubs yet? Have we seen the grubs yet?
No,
Not,
but you
not
have to
seeing,
take the
not,
first rocket now.
not seeing them worries me.
The raiders are dying and immediately reclaiming their gear. Jeez was able to repair the base there. but we do have a slight raid block on, putting things to just below half health when it's immediately sealed. They can, of course, repair it, but when it's getting shot directly, you know, they don't have time to repair it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the 12 raiders are all down there. Well, now and 5 of the raiders are now down there. G's almost gets killed down there after getting an easy pick. And the other raiders have still not lost any gear sets, but they haven't got any closer to getting in. Ning Ning is down. 2 out of the 3 defenders still alive inside the space right now. Backshot Givers respawned way closer. Will Mahmood and Dar notice the grub? No, but the auto turret does it for them. Don't worry. What a gap for that auto. Oh, to be fair, nah. I thought it was the one further back. I was like, damn, I'm surprised that one shot him.
We need HVs too. Anyone have HVs here?
I am bringing HVs. I'll bring over HVs. I'm trying to place down a box. I don't bring a freaking rocket.
Headshot, top right.
Raiders talking about bringing boom and stuff up. I think the Raiders didn't bring all their rockets and HVs up by the sounds of it. They really needed to bring everything all at once, basically. They had the numbers to hold each other down. You know, 12 of them aren't going to die to 3 guys. They have blown in through the gap again. G's getting a lovely peek through the Brutalist here. Rocket goes on, missing G's completely, not even hurting him. G's going to re-peek again. He's got the L9 on him and gets headshot bodied, but down to 33 HP. One of the grubs just been killed. Dar is down, but he's about to get helped up. Alex Russ coming back and just gets killed yet again. Buckshot Giver, the other grub over there, going to be on his way back in just a moment, I imagine.
Okay, just look around. Like,
are you naked or full
Yeah,
level?
here.
I was full kit. It should be like 6.
I'm dead for the peaks.
Bro, the turret has been broken by someone, I think. Bro, I'm low now.
G's are going to go in for another smoke and going to try and get some repairing on. This will be huge.
Behind you, be careful.
Top left, top left, top left, top left.
HVs.
The
I have
HVs are
HVs.
there.
I'm playing it now.
HVs there.
I'm blowing it now. Calm down. Comms.
Grub's pushing
Cover
up.
shield.
Right side, Grubs.
Grubs behind. Grubs to west. That should be turret gone. Turret's gone.
Javanis still around the side there trying to get picks. I think G's may have been killed by Javanis, actually. He did. Yeah, he got shot through that gap over there. Javanis now making his way back around the front here. Grubs are causing a little bit of aggro, but Buckshot has just been taken down. Alex is making a run to get away.
One of them is definitely NA. I don't know. I know for sure one of them. What? I know for sure one of them ain't legit.
The defend. I don't know what the defenders are saying, man. They're saying that some of them aren't legit. One of them was just stood here staring at him and then shot him, and G's was really surprised about that. I don't know what they're talking about. The Raiders are actually starting to push in, though, and they're looking at where the potential TC could be. WKP and Dar looking around. I want to go listen to them in just a moment. They're shooting out the beds, and there's no auto turrets. There's 3 auto turrets in this segment. Only one of them is actually stopping the Raiders from pushing in.
Body.
We get higher.
Yep, there you go. We're into 5x5 here. The next 2 rockets. Be careful. There are gonna be.
Pixel peek.
There's
You
a pixel gap, guys.
fucking
Main
more.
pixel. We need to destroy main
Do
pixel.
not drop, please. If you're holding inside, do not drop where they are rocketing.
Guy to the right. Guy to the right.
Raiders are pushing in. Defenders are surrounding the Raiders currently. Raiders are pushing directly into the base. Shotgun traps going off. These Raiders are pushing in hard and fast. F1 grenades and stuff coming down. Do claim a kill on one of the Raiders. Ning Ning holding here. Does he have a launcher? Yes, he does. Gets a HV, but doesn't get a single kill with it. From the outside, the Grubs are still giving a lot of aggro. The amount of barricades and stuff they've got, they're really hassling the Raiders, but the Raiders are making ground. 79 above, spraying down at Ron, takes a kill. Galacco almost goes down on 3 HP there. 3 Raiders still alive in here, but so many dead Raiders here. Like, at least 3 of the Raiders have died pushing in here. Javanis is holding, but Jesus on the left side here. Javanis knows he's there. And Jesus starting to get a seal on, but Javanis wasn't able to stop him in time. WKP on 16 HP, spray coming down from above on the base. Ron looting, or maybe just helping his teammate up. Dar and WKP both get killed from above. Mada's trying to hold the angle, but Ding Ding is going to come flank him round the side in just a moment. Here he comes, and above, honestly, these angles are lethal. 79 gets tagged up again, but it's not stopping him from peeking until now. There he goes, finally. They managed to kill him yet again. These guys don't have a free minute, but all these frames are honestly almost in the way of all of these amazing peaks. Galacco getting lit up a bit. Simp is alive and doing very, very well. They want to get more rockets in here. DB goes off, killing PvP solo. Alex and Buckshot Giver. Buckshot goes down. Alex is alive. He's taking a full AK kit. Let's keep listening to them.
It's AK.
He's dead, he's dead.
Yeah, I'll
There's
go
one more
grab him.
grub.
Do we still have rockets?
Yes. Oh, that's you.
Coconut
Okay.
gets clapped by Alex, and Alex is making a run out of here. More rockets have been brought into the core. WKP, Mad, all inside the core here, and they're continuing to rock Javanis, Simp, PvP, Ches, Mahmood. That's, what, 6? That's 8. 8 of the Raiders. One of them goes down, though. 2 Raiders dead. WKP and Mad both dead in here. PvP solo moving in, trying to get a bit of an angle on whoever's in there, stopping and pushing in. One auto turret on the right. Gets killed by G's, though. Almost gets a flick on him. That would have been insanely impressive. Another HV comes down, killing Mahmood from above, I imagine. Ning Ning coming in on the side here. One of the defenders looking for a pick on the Raiders. Finds an angle. Lights up Sim to half, but gets shot back. Only gets hit once or twice. Oh, 79 gets another pick on one of the Raiders and hides immediately. The Raiders just getting absolutely dismantled from all directions. They're trying to push in, but there's so many bodies just littering this entire area. The defenders are pulled down. They're fighting in compound. They're fighting in the bottom of their base. They're absolutely destroying these Raiders, but they're not able to get a seal on until now, potentially. 79 gets an easy double kill. Gets tagged up 2 or 3 times in the back on his way out, but then gets finished off by Dahl. And the other Raiders are still holding in here. They're trying to see where the defenders are hiding. Ning Ning there. Then he gets an easy pick. But, oh, the trade. So close for an even trade there. 3 of the Raiders are all dead in here. Only Ches is still alive. Javanis just outside. If Ches goes down, this might be terrible. All of these kits are probably going to get claimed by the defenders. Solo's trying to get an angle up here on the side to look down and try and get some kills on the defenders. But the defenders are pushing like crazy, and they're going to start to get a seal on. No, so close. Mar is not able to kill him in time. Ron goes down trying to jump in. Ning Ning is able to seal himself in, but he's very low on health. Smokes go flying in. He's fully just sealed himself in. MP5 comes spraying. 79 gets absolutely destroyed immediately, unfortunately. Boxshot Giver and Alex on the outside still harassing. I Am Alex is focusing on destroying them. Ron, Coconut, and Galacco all out here as well. Simp. Honestly, they got 3 or 4 guys focusing on getting rid of them, and they got most of the guys focusing on the raid itself. 2 of the raiders have been killed. One of the defenders, Jeez, is able to survive getting sprayed out by the other 3 or 4 of them. Ning Ning destroys a seal, but gets killed.
I sealed him in, I sealed him in, I sealed him in.
Jeez is just HV rocketing into the gap. Oh, sorry, no. Yeah, no, it is Jeez. Jeez HV rocketing into the gap over and over again. Trying to get a kill, but gets killed by a rocket instead.
Just keep on tagging the walls.
Sorry, just shoot straight through. Just shoot
Okay,
straight through.
My whole med kit, go bring rockets.
Just keep rocking. Just keep rocking.
Some good understanding between all the lads there. They're all chatting to each other. There's not shouting and screaming over each other, which is always important. These guys are so close to the TC now. They're literally 1, 2, 3, 4 doors. Only 4 doors from TC. And they're going to continue to keep raiding in. 79 opens the door. Gets a quick double kill. Javanis isn't able to do anything. WKP almost goes down as well. Door opens again. Auto turret in there. F1 grenade goes pinging off. It's going to kill 79. And it's a double kill. 1 F1 grenade double kill on the defenders.
Use real rockets if you have to.
I haven't got any
close
real
me.
rockets.
Behind.
Inside.
Too much eagerness among the Raiders here. They're all just running in, desperate to get loot. 79 comes in from behind and goes down again. The Raiders, just because their sheer numbers, are just able to overpower. There's 100 kits laying around here. Why they haven't grabbed these kits and run home with them, I have no idea. Ning Ning gets killed by his own shotgun trap. HV comes in, killing G's. And the auto turret must be starting to get low on health as well now. Once this auto turret is gone, absolutely nothing is going to be stopping the Raiders pushing in. Let's keep listening to them. Oh my god, it's gone.
Turn down. Okay, watch out.
Down?
Look, y'all. Oh, right here.
He's dead.
Is there any rockets here? Is there any rockets here?
Honestly, like, I'd be screaming at my team to just grab a full inventory and run home. Just like at least 2 or 3 of them just grab full inventories and run home with them. But they are successfully raiding in, and they're breaking through into where the egg is right now.
No, it is
Right,
visual.
doesn't matter, doesn't
It's
matter.
on top. It's on top. Grab it.
I have it.
Okay, book it.
Run.
Okay, everybody run.
Ah, Jesus.
GG's.
And we
That
won.
is time.
Jeez.
Wow, guys.
So easy.
I'll be honest, I don't know. For a minute there, I didn't think you were going to do that. Like, at the start, like, there was not a lot of progress. And then once you got in, your sheer numbers just overwhelmed them. Is there anything that the defenders or the raiders want to say, or the grubs?
Giving more bolties and more materials is just weird, and it's usually you would alright, so I play for the 60 deep team on vanilla. We have 2 people ADSing, both of them 2. And if we do early games, we have about 2 bolties. We never have 6 bolties in our team just sitting there.
ADS just means you're scoped down sight. They had 3 people on the cliff and 3 in the fob. just
Oh, yeah.
constantly.
We had 2 baldies in the raid base left over, so we only had 4
why are you
usually.
killing me, bro?
You don't usually
Nah,
have 6
but we-
abilities spare.
Okay,
You
so
don't
was that the
usually
building
have
map?
this base as
yeah.
a trio either.
You're
so.
also
I think it is just numbers is just overwhelming. Like as good as you three are at defending, like every time you kill 2, there's another 2. Like it just doesn't matter. Like it doesn't matter how good you are. Like you can't kill 5 people like by peeking all 5 of them at once. It was a close raid at the end there, but clearly being outnumbered 4-1, the defenders really don't have much of a chance. Check out my last video where I had a 20,000 hour team and a 1 hour team swap bases and they weren't happy about that. Subscribe down below so you don't miss out on all my content, and support me over on Patreon where you can earn yourself some rewards, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.